this endeavor as a candidate for President of the United States. I am pleased to announce that with your help, the next Vice President of the United States of America will be Senator John Edwards from North Carolina.
This is an MSNBC special presentation. Brokaw in Boston. Live from the site of the Democratic National Convention, here is Tom Brokaw.
Good afternoon, everyone. The 44th Democratic National Convention now is just getting underway here in Boston, and for all the euphoria among the rank and file, the party professionals know that they can't mail this one in. There's still a lot of work to be done by John Forbes Kerry, JFK from Boston, and Senator John Edwards of North Carolina. All this week, I'll be talking with party professionals, the strategists and the operatives about the challenges ahead for the ticket, about the ideas that are important to their states, and we'll be talking especially about the most critical component of this election in terms of who wins and who loses the electoral map. We're going to get to that in just a moment, but NBC's Andrea Mitchell now is on the convention floor to give us a quick update on what's been going on so far. Andrea?
As they convene here, Tom, they are going to try to create a convention which Democratic National Committee officials say fills in the biography of John Kerry. So tonight you're going to hear people speak about him, including one of his crew members from Vietnam. You're going to hear, I think, a very subdued Bill and Hillary Clinton, a late starter because Hillary Clinton was originally not supposed to be here. They thought she might take away from some of the star power of the Kerrys, but she is going to appear after protests by some of her supporters. And Bill Clinton is going to speak tonight in prime time, of course, about the economy and how the economy was so much better, according to the Democrats, then under the Clinton team than now under George W. Bush. The rhetoric has been softened. No harsh attacks on the president, at least expected. The Democrats, the Democratic National Committee and the Kerry campaign has been very forceful about vetting the speeches. But one of the speeches that they were having a little trouble with was Al Gore's. As you know, he has been giving the party most of its red meat so far this year, and they were in serious rewrite earlier today because they were not yet satisfied, the Gore people as well, with the tone of his speech, Tom. Another thing tonight, the one non-political moment, they say, will be shortly after 10 o'clock in prime time. There will be a 9/11 moment. We're going to hear from a Muslim woman from Boston who lost her daughter and son-in-law on Flight 11 into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Tom?
Thanks very much, NBC's Andrea Mitchell. I'm joined now by two governors from the Democratic Party, one from a battleground state, one from a very red state. The governor, Kansas Governor Kathleen Sebelius, and Pennsylvania Governor Ed Rendell. Ed Rendell is one of the co-chairs of this party, and he is representing Pennsylvania here, which is a battleground state. You are a take-no-prisoners, red meat kind of politician. Is it going to be tough for you this week to tone down the language, because that's the word coming from the Kerry campaign?
Well, I actually don't think so, Tom. We think that the American public has pretty much made up their mind that the Bush administration has significant failings. We think what we have to do here is just convince them that the Kerry Edwards team can govern in an intelligent, rational fashion and be effective, and that's our job. I'm so committed to that. I am an extemporaneous speaker. I had to submit my speech. They cut it to ribbons, and I will not deviate, not one iota. I think.
We'll wait and see on that one. It will be a breakthrough in Democratic Party politics if you don't. Pennsylvania was in play 4 years ago. It's not as much in play this time, according to the polls, at this stage. But does it make you a little bit nervous that the campaign could begin to take Pennsylvania for granted?
Yeah, but I don't think it will. I think it's too important. No Democrat can be elected president with the current electoral map without Pennsylvania. And don't be fooled by the polls. It's going to be a close battle.
What's John Kerry's greatest strength in Pennsylvania?
His greatest strength is that he's very attractive in the Southeast, in the Democratic strongholds, and in the Southwest, where we've been losing Democrats on social issues like guns. He's a hunter. He's a veteran. We have the highest veteran population, I think, per capita of any state in the union. He's going to run much better than Al Gore did in Southwest Pennsylvania.
And Governor Kathy Sebelius is a Democratic governor in a very red state. Today, Vice President Cheney was out on the campaign trail, and he said that the 9/11 report proves that al-Qaeda is as much a threat to this country as the Axis powers were during World War II, and he says it's not time to change the team. Doesn't that play well in a state like Kansas?
Well, I think what Kansans care about is what Americans care about. They want to feel safe and secure, but part of that certainly is health care for all families and all working families. They want to make sure their kids have a job in the 21st century, that their jobs aren't shipped overseas. That's the kind of security I think that people are looking for, and I think they're going to be comfortable with a veteran and a proven authority on national security at the helm.
A man by the name of Thomas Frank has written a book called What's the Matter with Kansas? He's